Not a problem. Yeah, can do. Consider it done. I'll go on ahead. You'd better run! That's it! Quick, toss me something else. You're some respect.
That dog won't hurt.
Right on target. bide where you are, lovesome. Well, regale me. I invite you to hand it over swiftly, then. Ah, what lovelies. Aye, fine work you've done. Work I won't be likely to forget. The commander of my fleet, and the relentless leader of us new bloods, Captain Aldi's, won't forget either. If you're feeling adventurous, you might call on her at Fort Deadlight. Of course, he's my landlubbery contact in the Gullet. Once, he was a master sailmaker. Lots of Principe crews vied for him, but he lost his footing in the rigging one day. It's a mistake sailors make only once. He shattered both legs. Was Elia's mercy that he broke nothing more. But after that he lost his taste for the sea. Know what makes you a pirate, lovesome? Sailing. It's sailing what makes you a right pirate. Sure, plundering too, but leave the seas and you leave the Principe. I hope you do, lovesome. What in Andra's tit was that for? I'll be sure to remember that.
Not a problem.
Think you made a wrong turn, Bilger. You don't belong in the row. You know when to keep your mouth shut. I like that. You looking to commission an artist? You'll find none better in Neketaka, Bilger. You're the type of scab that bores me. Feel free to piss off.
Ready when you are. Not a problem.
Ah, yours is a gait I recognize, Watcher. Welcome. It's the smell of cardamom that drew you, no? Or perhaps the sting of fresh pepper. Or maybe you seek something with a stronger bite. Food, of course, and supplies for the road. Though most here come to me for poisons and venoms. I have plenty. Though, if you're buying poison and ailment, mind you store them separate.
Yeah? Nothing will slip. Leave it to me.
What do you require? A storm, a rash decision, and an accident at sea. One that took my sailing days, but not my skill with a needle. Life in the Deadfire is unpredictable. Sometimes it takes you in its jaws only to spit you out onto some new shore. Why must we speak of sides? Like squabbling merchants from the republics. Once, there were no sides. Only Principe, a people united by common interest and culture. But as our fame has grown, so have our numbers. Many of these new bloods have no sense of restraint and little regard for our heritage. But we need them still. The new bloods are Principe too now. And many are inventive in ways the old guard is not.
Inventive or not, their ships will end up in Andra's clutches.
For such a serious people, you Rawatayans have most colorful imaginations.
Been having some disturbing dreams. Makes it hard to sleep.
Merla, how is every ship hunter taken?
We can summon the guards if you want to be difficult.
So, have you changed your mind about working with the Republics? Good.
The light will guide me.
your service, Watcher.
Welcome back to the office, Sere.
Ado, Luca.
If you or your friend have business with the company, I am disposed to listen. Stumbling from the street, I see. This is the heart of the Valiant Trading Company. You would know that if you had a reason to be here. From her office, Governor Alvari carries out the will of the Songretta Mea Compressa. We clerks are the fingers of their long reach. Consider it done.
Eccosi, you have business here? You are in luck. The governor is between meetings. Go on in.
The Watcher. From the palace, yes? You made quite the impression on the Cantanechesi. He went on for ages. I am Lueva Alvari, governor in residence of the Valiant Trading Company here in Nekataka. What brings you to my door? They speak the truth. A Watcher is welcome in these times. Under different circumstances, I'd write up papers for an emissary's posting, no? But we have a situation that needs immediate attention. How much do you know about the Luminous Adra trade? Yes, they warned me you had some interesting notions. Let's just say he isn't alone then. Every viable deposit is of interest to us. Cartographers, surveyors, at any moment we have a dozen expeditions underway. Some weeks ago, we received word of a large quantity of luminous adra on a distant island. Pukokahara. It is not charted on any of our maps. However, Pukokahara is said to neighbor the island of Tikawara, and we've already made contact with the natives there. We dispatched an expedition to Tikawara with instructions to locate the Adra site and determine its value. Our people have neither returned nor sent any word on their progress. We are too long delayed, and someone must finish the job. A Watcher can determine if there is essence in the Adra, if it is worth the trouble and investment to remove it. Information for which we are willing to pay. Gelade, I will mark Tikawara on your map. We have had no real trouble with the villagers in the past, but I always recommend caution. This will be of some use to you, I think. It entitles you to act as a commissioned agent of the Valiant Trading Company. Present it and you will be recognized as such. Until then, I believe we are finished. Return here once you have word of our agents and our prize. Oh, and take care upon the open sea. There are greater hazards in these waters than a few pirates.
Deadfire's so different than what I'm used to. Well, it must be for you, too.
Quite different. Even I am not accustomed to this much sailing.
They seem to hold the godlike in high regard. You ever think about staying?
The Dukes have liberated me from the burden of making that choice, Adair.
You find yourself in cold, suffocating darkness. There is a familiar weight in your hand. A lantern. It sputters to life, and the world shifts into focus. A staircase spirals endlessly below you. With nowhere else to go, you start down. A wave of blistering heat hits you. Then a sea salt wind. Divine voices boom and screech. Their words shake the platform beneath you, shake the very air around you.
Lay your blame elsewhere, Wodika. I won't suffer your arguments any longer.
Mogren looms large before you, an accusing finger leveled at the melted visage of Wodika. Wodika screws her mouth into a sneer.
You fool! If only we had attacked him when I first proposed it.
Accusations drip bitter as bile from her tongue.
You have found us engaged in a spirited discussion.
The pallid knight looks down at you, a frown etched deep in her otherwise statue-still features.
I am afraid we are not at our best.
The Watcher's returned. Perhaps we should hear what he has to say.
Helia's birds chatter anxiously among themselves. Wal's many eyes alight on each god in turn.
We make little enough progress on our own. Not for lack of trying.
Feathers rise along the crest of Helia's head as she stares pointedly at Mogren.
We try, but agreement eludes us.
Andra's storm-dark eyes swivel to meet yours.
Is there nothing we can do?
Mogren glances at the pallid knight from the corner of her eye. After a thoughtful pause, she speaks.
The time has come for us to seize the power we have long left untouched and absorb our scattered children.
Andra nods, her lure bobbing bright.
Terrible though it would be, perhaps you are right.
But we get ahead of ourselves. First, the Watcher must get to Ukaizo, and that will be a trial all its own.
Mogren smiles.
And more are yet to come.
The Guardian of Ukaizo has stood watch over that place for millennia. It will not stand aside, not even for Bareth's herald.
Helia, who had been lost in quiet, anxious conversation with her birds, breaks in.
It yet lives.
Of course. Our progenitors crafted it.
A pair of Helia's finches come to join Wal's floating eye. They hover just out of Mogren's reach and swoop in to poke her when she's not looking.
And the Watcher will be forced to reckon with it if he wishes to confront Aethys.
The birds at last linger too long, and Mogren slaps them away. They burst into a cloud of essence, then reform, and fly in a screeching chorus back to Helia.
But you like a challenge, don't you? You met my challenge at the Searing Falls without hesitation, after all. And when Firga faltered, you restored her faith in me.
Go prepared, Watcher. The Guardian will not stand aside, not even for the Herald of Bareth.
Where's the challenge in that?
Mogren's black teeth shine.
There is another topic we have yet to address.
The pallid knight holds up one gauntleted hand, and the other gods fall silent.
Tell me, Watcher, where do you stand? What do you think of Aethys' scheme to destroy the wheel?
Wal laughs with the voice of thousands.
What form might our guidance take? And whose guidance would it be? Surely it will be amusing, whatever the result.
Aethys loves the mortals more than any of us. He has always been their greatest champion. He believes Kith will rise to his challenge. I am not so sure, but I look forward to watching them try. He found our blind spot and exploited it admirably. By the time we even had a hint of what it was he intended, it was already too late to stop him.
If we still had our bodies, we could oppose him.
Wodika balls her bony hands into fists and glares long at Andra.
Do not lay your blame on me. We set them aside after I killed Abaddon, it is true, but you did not fight the decision then.
She turns her back on Wodika then, and looks instead to the pallid knight.
What if Aethys is right, and Kith succeed in rebuilding the wheel? What then?
Wal grins.
Always, Watcher.
And what if they fail? Then they die. And so do we. We have to help them.
Helia's voice rises, near to panic. Worika drives her fist into her hand.
Help them! We should finally bring them to heel!
The Pallid Knight raises a hand and stares at Worika until she falls silent.
Watcher, Aothis yet values your counsel.
The Pallid Knight's eyes bore into yours.
An impassioned plea from the Hound of Aothis may still temper his actions. Confront him at Ukaizo. The future of Kith and the gods rests on your shoulders, Watcher, so I hope that you do.
The Pallid Knight's stern countenance softens.
Time moves swiftly away from us now.
The Pallid Knight spreads her hands before her.
Go, Watcher. Do what you must.
The edges of your vision begin to dim. Like a sun setting, twilight encroaches on your mind. The Pallid Knight conjures a blinding white light in her palm that swiftly grows to engulf the room. Then, the crack of thunder rends the air, and you feel the floor drop out beneath you. You come to flat on your back, staring at an all-too-familiar ceiling. Alone, once again.
A moment of your time, Watcher, if you will. Some of the hands discovered an unusual crate in the ship's hold. The hand left the crate in the hold, if you wish to examine it.
Not a problem.
You can see me! It's really you then, the captain of the Defiance. Oh, this is fantastic! How satisfying it is to know one did not give one's life in vain. I come from the island of Kazuwari, and we need your aid. Kazuwari is an island where the most skillful hunters, the most hardened explorers, the deadliest warriors all gather to earn Tuamawai's favor. But Humaire, the island's caretaker, says the essence that sustains the island has sickened. Curdled, she called it. The animals, the trees, they all churn with anger and fear. The faces of the hunt, that which hunts, kills, and endures, respectively. Some believe them to be the tripartite aspects of Galawain. Not that I would know, I've never asked them. We need a watcher. No one else can talk to souls, Humaire said, and souls are our problem. You're a watcher, right? The watcher, the one who died and lived again, who speaks to the gods. That's the watcher we need. I knew it! I knew Humaire wouldn't have lied. You will help, won't you? Oh, that's fantastic! Thank you! Speak to Humaire at Kazuwari, Watcher. She'll be able to better explain the situation than I am. Kazuwari's a huge island west of Hasango. It's pretty hard to miss, what with the high cliffs and waterfalls. There's one thing you should know. The faces of the hunt jealously control who enters and leaves the island. But there's a waterfall on the southern side of the island that will allow you to sneak in, so long as you're circumspect. I guess you should also know, the island's residents might not take too kindly to your presence if you're found. They're, prickly bunch. But I'm sure that won't be a problem for you. Once we've arrived, I can help you find your way into the heart of the island. You know, if you want me to, I wouldn't want to presume. In the meantime, I'll be here, well, behind you, really, with the rest of the spirits following you around.
Permission to speak freely?
A ship! I am saved! Weeks I've been stranded here. The Valiant Trading Company sends no one. Unless...
Diverus. The company's concerns are the Duke's concerns, which makes them my concerns. But saving your skin was not in my orders.
Then it is the will of gods and countrymen alike that I remain stranded. Perfetto. You come not a moment too soon. Ekosi, this stride rattles my last nerve. Governor Alvari would have told you that we were searching for Luminous Adra in Pococohara. I worry that Ruano, the local chieftain, gave Captain Bez and my crewmates a false lead.
Or didn't know the way himself and was just trying to impress the outsider.
Ugh, this is a terrible place. The captain was meant to return. We swim in hostile waters, Ugh. Ruano was the last to speak with the captain before she set sail. He squats in the hot northeast of that pitiful market. I would have joined her, but my stomach... something did not agree. Now it is weeks since they should have returned. I'm only the galley cook, not a search party.
I'd say he's one clove short of a bulb.
Ekosi for my staring. It is unusual to see one of the locals so outfitted.
More unusual than a dwarf with no sense of direction?
Agrasima, this is hope to my ears. Payment is assumed with the company. They are quick to buy what they do not have. When we landed on Tikawara, the chieftain gave us a welcome feast for the dukes. We feasted, danced, drank, and slept, only so we could feast, dance, and drink more.
Good to know your priorities were in proper order on company time.
Tell it to the captain. It was all her idea. With the priest, Anaharu. He said we had come to rob and plunder. He and Nairi turned the villagers against us. After that, we slept on the boat and took turns watching the shore. Except for me. I had to rest and recover, of course. But in the early hours, our lookouts Ruano and Anaharu disappeared together. No one from the village approached us all day, and by the afternoon, only Ruano returned. Now no one here will even talk of Anaharu. Suspicious, no? Our captain was eager to leave before the winds changed again. The priestess. She imagines me in the jaws of our fish goddess. I know it. She lurks in the shrine next to that awful statue. I cannot stand her wicked looks, but if she does not scare you, then maybe you talk to her. I must watch the supplies at the trading post. You will come to check on me, yes?
Village staffs, it you hide Kowiki fruit?
I hide nothing, you bloated pufferfish.
Amir's winds blow bitter today. More outlanders. Are your masters so desperate that they send you to plunder a starving village? For what do you say this? To impress me? You are no different from the last ones who came through. Outlanders conquer us with ink and paper packs as well as blades. But they conquer us all the same. Better for us all if they stay lost, I say.
The company came here at the invitation of your chief. You should respect his decision.
Amira's armored hatchling speaks with no authority here. Ruanu. He collaborates with the bottom feeders who went to Poko-Kahara for Adra riches. I warned the Valians about Poko-Kahara, but why listen to the ignorant Huana girl? Now I remain. They are gone. Taken by the curse. Those who make for Poko-Kahara are devoured by Nagati, the trickster of the seas.
As though they care what happens to any of us. Percamblanca. You are young, but not so young to be this naive.
We have cause to respect the gods in the dead fire. Daughter of Amira. Dark clouds surround Poko-Kahara, and in my dreams, they swallow us all. This brood of outsiders will not be the last. Others will follow. Like sharks, they are never appeased. That is for what we build this village. And for what he wasted half our stores of food feasting for them. If you go to Poko-Kahara, I say the best thing is to destroy it for the tribe.
So much the better if it means one fewer island with a Valian flag planted on the beach.
Akira, your friend sees the shape of things. When the Adra is gone, the Valians will dig somewhere else, leaving us to point our canoes toward more welcoming shores. If I knew, then I would go myself. Anything that is built can surely be destroyed, Akira. And the storms are proof of powerful magic at work. Dispel this magic, banish it, whatever needs doing. I hope so. And we did not speak of this, Akira. Anaharu was the tribe's priest before me. And he was my father. Before he challenged Ruanu to a trial of waves, but he was cast off. We are forbidden to speak of him. When there is an argument between leaders that cannot be answered, we turn to Nagati. Two challengers risk violent currents, beasts from the deep, and waves that would dash them against the rocks. The winner, if there is one, has Nagati's favor. The loser, living or dead, is forgotten by Nagati and the tribe. My father knew the traders are as dangerous as pirates and slavers, perhaps more, because they grow strong in Neketaka. So, when the expedition came, he begged Ruanu to send them away and move the tribe to another island. Ruanu, he did not listen, and Anaharu was done talking. It means the tribe must forget him. The Ranga divided his possessions among the other Mataru, and now we do not speak of him. Anaharu goes to his next life, but forgotten, he goes to a different tribe. We worship the same gods as the foreigners, but sometimes with different names. This is Nagati, the trickster of the seas. Foreigners know her as Andra. To us, there is no difference.
What say? You are new to Tikawara? I weave baskets and mats, strong and soft, just as my mother's cousin taught me. In the afternoon, I will go to the trading post to sell them. Of course, all that I earn goes back to the Ranga first. This is price share. Ikira, we trust in our Ranga to dispense our food, goods, and coin to the tribe. The Mataru get the best of all, and then the Kwaru. The Raparu share what is left among themselves. Mukumu sees to it that Tamao is made an example of what breaking prize share looks like.
Ah, welcome to Greetings, friend. Always an honor to receive guests. I would shower you with the fruit of our harvest, but the season is unkind, I say. Pococahara is restless. Even from afar, the storms tear our bounty up by the root and chase fish to calmer shores. An island not touched since the days of our ancestors. The Valians went to Pococahara for luminous Ardra, but their expedition does not return as the storms grow wild. Tikawara dies around us. No traveler will land here if they're forced to eat their belts, I say. Here, this was a token passed down from the Rangas, said to come from Pococahara in brighter days. If you need aid, Himarihi's warriors need only someone to bark commands and they will go.
You must gather your...
Oh, filthy lizards. Even here, I always smell them. An outsider in Tikwara? Who are you, stranger? More merchants and diggers. Better to go back to where you came from. I tell Ranga Ruano that the stench of Tikwara will drive away friend and outsider alike. Do you smell it? I speak of the Lagufath. There is no food on this barren island that those monsters do not steal.
Yeah, but how could you say no to those little faces?
Always they circle our village looking for weaknesses. I push the cage with the young ones farther toward the beach, but I smell them even here.
Better to keep them under our thumb than sharpening blow darts, I say. A week ago, I tracked the fish to Hoina Ravine, so I challenged the Mataru to a hunting competition. My mother's belt for the brood mother's head. It is not every day that newcomers land on our beaches. What say you show me how outsiders deal with Lagufath? Understand they are animals. You must rely on blades, I say, not words. Hunting tales of our ancestors say the brood will scatter when their fish Ranga is killed. No need to chase the children if you cut the head from the mother. The Ranga wanted a trading post. He said it will bring more Valians like the sweaty dwarf. Then they will bring food and supplies and their sweaty money. Always I stand here. This is no job for the Mataru. We hunt, fight, and lead. Am I a Kuaru? Do I dirty my fingers with coins 1,000 hands have touched? Never. Go see the sweaty one, the dwarf. He washes his hands sometimes.
Quit your chirping. I have no fish for you. Full tides. Himwihi and the other Mataru found them when they explored the island. Said maybe we train them to build. And if the soil and sea are misers here, then we eat them.
Captain Stinkfeathers here has choked down his share of Lagofath eggs.
The high tide is stingy with fish, and the low tide even more so.
No sign of my shipmates on the horizon. The captain left all but the essentials with me. I have sustained myself trading with the villagers. Ekosi, but I'm almost out of ale.
Death to our enemy! That's it! This is futile! Can't make a dent.
See that, Ishi?
Take this.
Don't think I can pull that off.
Leave it to me. Lava is beyond seek. Better run.
Don't think I can pull that off.
There's a treat. Take that. Take it.
Captain, a word? Permission to speak freely?
Just say the word. Not a problem.
So much for misty jungles and crystal beaches.
Already on it.
Got someone in my...
You're mine!
Maldito! I need to try something else.
Ha! You're something special.
You see that, Ishi?
The old secret.
Hey, look. Free camp.
Should not have left Vector with those Savannah.
Then swim back to Tikawara. We will take your share.
coming!
I'm sorry. Apretta, inside!
Get a clean hit.
How do you like that? You're mine!
Can't make a dent.
That was
Alrighty. Can do.
Dust off your feathers, Ishi. I don't like this.
Not a problem.
Whatever.
That right there is why you always check for traps.
Ready when you are. I'm on it. Consider it done. Yeah? Leave it to me.
Sorry, friend. I can't.
There's a treat. Yeah. Already on it.
Merle, she came after me.
Got someone in my sights.
Here's something.
Can't get a clean hit.
Take that! Death to our enemies! Yeah!
Anybody got a chisel and some wheelbarrows?
Not a problem.
But I don't see the point. Ishi gets it.
Need a hand? Not a problem.
Is that blood? What have you done?
I found him like this. Why is your blade drawn?
You're crazy. Stay back.
Consider it done. You're mine!
That's it!
Can't hide from me.
Senderi, cannot.
That'll teach you.
That's not very helpful. I hope nobody saw
like
that.
Take this! Not a problem.
Captain? Give me the order. I'll get that for you. I'll get that for you. What did you catch? Someone in my sights?
I must rest. Magic! I need to try something else.
You're mine!
That's it!
Lavaru beyond seek. Death to our enemies!
You see that, Ishi? Speak freely.
Need a hand?
Yeah? Can do.
When did they learn to do that? This weapon's no good to me. How do you like that? Need a hand?
It is no use. I cannot get through.
Oh? I shall. Shadows. That's how it's done. You better run.
That was
futile! Death to our enemies!
For the Republic!
You were saying? Between the eyes. Aye, aye.
You're mine!
Maldito! I need to try something else.
Sorry, friend. I can't.
It is no use. I cannot.
Not a problem. Just say the word. I'm on it. This fight is mine.
Please, I should rest and tend to my wounds.
Already on it.
Don't go near that thing, Ishiza. Hurts my head just looking at it.
Can't hide from me.
Sorry, friend.
Can't get a clean hit.
Lava beyond seek. Here's a treat. Better run. Take this.
Still got it.
Not a problem. Ask someone else.
I got an itch. Can someone scratch my elbow? I'll lift it with my body.
This is how the gods run the Beyond. I'm sure Vailian animancy would be an improvement.
You do not belong here. We are the dead.
Maybe you're dead. I do not see Tangaloa's mouth or Sirono's doors anywhere.
My storm wreathes Pococahara. Ngati's fist drags Vailian ships to the deep. If you come to stop this, you have already failed. Ngati holds our souls in this swamp, cut off from the sea. The flow of essence stops here.
And rots, apparently.
The cistern overflows into the world of the living, stirring the sea and skies with the fury of the goddess, bringing storm. This is where all things stop. No one leaves, I say.
Akasi, let's not be hasty. Some of us still have bodies out there. You don't plan on staying here, right? Why not let us tag along and see if we can reunite with our... what we left behind? Live without us? No! We go as a crew or not at all. I swear, the things I do for the Sangretta. Anaharu, I think we finally agree on something. Let's tear this Bozzo's soul apart.
Death to our enemy!
I cannot get through this.
Special. Yeah.
Nabaru beyond sick. Lava beyond
better run! Better try something else. Come on!
Lava beyond sick.
See that, Ishi?
Take this!
There, up ahead.
Might as well be hitting the water.
Hey, that wasn't that bad.
Easily done.
Please, I should rest and tend to my wounds.
Easily done. Easily done. Easily done. What did you find, Ishi?
Welcome back. Governor Alvari will see you.
Need a hand? Not a problem.
Ah, good, you're back. I hope you had a pleasant voyage. Before you get too far on the way, I think you ought to come with me. Director Castol will want to hear from you in person.
Alvari tells me you are kind enough to look into this business on Pococahara for us. I hope you bring good news. De veras? Incredible. What fortune we have had to find a watcher. And Adra vein of that size will do much to allay our investors' concerns. And the crew. Beza and the others. A sorry end for such dedicated individuals. How very fortunate that you lived to tell their tale. I believe I can take things from here, Alvari. Agrasima. The Watcher and I have more business to discuss. Oh, and do pay the man for his trouble first. I thought it best I speak with you face to face. Watchers are not so numerous here in the Deadfire, especially those of such storied backgrounds as yourself. I'd read much about your exploits alongside the Crucible Knights in Defiance Bay, their little experiments. And I think that we are, each of us, in a position to offer each other something that we cannot find elsewhere. The Valiant Trading Company has had a presence on this island for nearly a century now. We have the greatest fleet on the seas, the support of the richest men and women in the world. What can the Royal Deadfire Company offer? A soldier's wages, so that you can elevate the fortunes of a distant king? And the Queen? A place in the Kahanga tribe among all the rest of these neglected people. You've lived outside the caste system all these years. Are you eager to return to it? I can give you money, fame, certainly. But the men and women of the company, we set our aims high. And if I only wanted to offer you work as an Adra inspector, I would have let Alvari deal with you. The Valiant Trading Company has maintained an outpost here in Neketaka for nearly a century now. It was only 2 years ago that we discovered the effects of Luminous Adra with the aid of our animancers and several watchers. Flaune Alette has continued to study the potential of Luminous Adra in all manner of advances. Why content ourselves to sell all this Adra as a luxury when we might use it to change the world? Your gifts, Watcher, open doors that would otherwise remain entirely closed to us. I cannot help but think that your arrival here is the very best of fortune. Alette has been eagerly awaiting the opportunity to work with someone just like you. Her experiments have been tremendously promising. I beg you, speak with her. Good, good. I do not expect you to do this out of charity, of course, but I have made it clear to Alette that you are to be compensated. You will find Alette at the top of the spire of the Soul Seers, a tower once dedicated to Helia. That you will find in the Sacred Stair district, just north of here. Aretogori, I will look forward to your return.
That is good.
And I see you haven't changed a bit.
I don't have a voice.
Captain, a word?
Hail and welcome to the Wild Mare, friend. Now, what can I do for you? You see anything you like? Let me know.
Pallegina. How is it nothing about what the gods are up to seems to faze you?
Them. The worst they can do comes as little surprise.
Don't you at least want to hear what Aethys has to say?
Only a fool would trust what he had to say. Whatever he said would be just another lie.
I'm not saying it wouldn't, just looking for... I don't know.
Come to watch us work? It's not as exciting when we're running through calculations. Did Castle say what all of this is about? Never mind, I'll explain. It's the Adra, of course. Everything's been about the Adra. We've catalogued a number of interesting properties unique to Luminous Adra, but there are some very specific qualities we are investigating. Qualities that a Watcher happens to be uniquely suited to exploring. You're just what we're missing. Ghilardi, what a relief. You won't regret this. Let me run you through the theory, and we'll get to the test itself. Luminous Adra has special effects upon Keith. Even to the humblest, it offers some small improvements. Rejuvenation, vitality, the kind of thing you sell to people back home, nay? But what about those who have already harnessed their own essence? Consider the talented Cutpurse, for instance, who can cross a room by slipping briefly into another place. The world between. Luminous Adra holds enormous quantities of essence, the kind of energy we can't replicate or restore. And these formations have a kind of connection to each other across the in-between. I believe we can harness this connection and your natural abilities to transport a person across great distances in a moment. That is the very least of it, amico. We've only managed short jumps thus far. I'm hoping that your own gifts will make the difference. We've collected a number of illuminating readings, and our machines are ready to harness the Adra's essence. But for the moment, we are effectively blind when it comes to targeting the next pillar. Now, if someone were capable of sensing that essence in the in-between, even of manipulating it, someone like a watcher, for instance. Ah, well, this is a little like describing a muscle I don't have. The idea is for you to focus on the next connection point. The machine will use that new link between the Adra veins to create a tether, as well as provide the energy for you to jump effectively. What's really exciting is, so long as you are holding that connection open, your companions can jump alongside you.
Interessant. When do we begin?
The next pillar is due east of here, in the middle of a farm. It's not as tall as this one, but you shouldn't have any trouble finding it. Oh, and don't worry, we paid the farmers. Gelardi, very well. You stand there. Ansel, the machine. All right, Watcher. Remember, focus on the beam of light. It ought to be like stepping through a door. And remember, don't...
This look right to you?
Leave it to me.
If I feel cold, which part of me is doing the feeling?
You're mine!
Nerf blanc!
Every moment I forget. Oh, merciful gods.
Zerida.
Kira, a wave the size of a mountain.
Run!
We have to go. Can't. No, please.
There is something.
I conquered every city of the
Gods,
Greylands.
an
They
end
will
at
remember
last.
my name.
I beg you.
She, Talsibizu, Yeked, Tigewu, Tikiki.
Already on.
The beast.
There, up ahead.
Ready when you are. Can do. Death to our enemies!
I need to try something else.
Beyond sick.
There's a treat. That'll teach you. You're mine!
Beyond sick.
I meant to.
Lava.
That's not very helpful.
Yeah! You're something special.
What have we here? A wayward watcher has wandered into my realm. Whatever should I do with you? You did not receive an invitation to my realm, Herald of Barath. Tell me, why should I not grind your soul to dust? But I have no need for a vassal. Everything I desire, I do for myself. Embrace oblivion with open arms, Watcher. Do you fear dissolution after all? How droll, as much as it would delight me to scatter your soul. You belong to Barath. I will spare you that fate. For now. Now, on to the matter that brought you here. Your Animancer friends meddle in things beyond their comprehension. Were I not the generous creature I am, you would have died. Be sure to tell the Animancers that they have failed, and that they have drawn my gaze. I will not hesitate to obliterate them if they irritate me again. Of course you will. You might prepare yourself, Watcher. Eothas's plan is a bold one, brilliant in its simplicity, and he has the will to bring it to fruition. Perhaps when Barath is through with you, I will find a use for you myself. Rare is the mortal who understands me as you do, and do send my regards to your Animancer friends.
So now I thought all this might be an elaborate joke.
Need a hand? Not a problem.
The beast.
I'm on it.
Of winter.
Consider it done. Already on it.
Watcher, can you hear me? Oh, thank the gods. Thank Helia. Merlau, you had us in a panic. I don't have to tell you it didn't work. The current spiked and you went completely still, breathing but nothing else. We sent for the physician. Myself, I was about to try throwing some water in your face. What happened? Did you feel any pain? Do you remember anything? You had some kind of vision, a near-death experience?
What was it like?
Sientere, Watcher, truly. It seemed we sent your mind further afield than intended, and without the rest of you in tow. Not entirely outside our predictions, but not the result we wanted. We have stipend for volunteers. You're welcome to the sum of it. I hope it goes some way toward earning your forgiveness, just as I hope this hasn't put you off helping us. We just have to adjust the current, give you a chance to control your flight, for want of a better word. We're all very glad you're in one piece. We'll have a look at the machines, figure out what went wrong. Until then, I'm sure our friends at headquarters will want an update, and to see I haven't done you any permanent harm. We'll send word when we're ready here.
Of your time. I know someone who works in this tower, an animancer named Giacomo. I'd like to see him if we could. Agrasima. It should not take long. I have not seen him in many years, and I wanted to thank him.
You feeling all right, Palagina? You sure you don't mean yell at him?
When I was a girl, he visited me in the academy. He was studying godlike. Studying what was in our souls that made us different from other kith. He found something in me. Something that resonated like a chime when he held an instrument near me. He said it was like this for all godlike. Different chimes resonating for different types. No. He told me the chime was what was causing my body to change. I begged him to remove it. He refused at first, saying it was impossible. When I told him I would kill myself if he didn't, he said he would try.
It's hard to stand apart, especially when those differences are not easily hidden.
I don't expect you to understand, but I was 12. My body was changing in many ways. Being the only girl, the only godlike girl at the academy was unbearable. Agrasima. Giacomo was not able to remove the chime, but he was able to sever it. When it happened, I blacked out. I did not wake for 2 weeks. The Brotherhood ejected him from the academy for ruining their pet godlike. They assumed I would die. I did not. Over time, I lost most of my feathers. The shape of my nose changed. It was not enough to make me fully Galbandra, but it was enough to keep me from wanting to die. When I looked in a mirror, what I saw was not a godlike, not something to be paraded around. It was me. Finally, me. Giacomo saved me. Without his help, I would be dead now. Thank you for understanding. If we can speak to him for a moment in the tower, I would be grateful.
It's so humid. Let's get someone to conjure up a breeze.
You return, I see. I am an open book. In any case, why are you here? I will not lie and say it was...
Hope you're keeping busy, Watch. What can I do for you? Giacomo? I know him. He has a little laboratory for himself down in the gullet. His speciality is godlike. Claims he can detect them in the womb. Giacomo rents a room in Ecosi, the Hole, which is that grimy tavern down below. Why he seeks to bury himself, you will have to ask him yourself. Not many animancers down there, so he should be easy to find, if they haven't stolen all his equipment. Or at Ogori.
For all your doubt in the gods, how can you believe animancers are any more responsible?
The gods have never done right by me. Animancers have. Even a little responsibility is better than none at all.
You place too much faith in them. Given the same license, they'll be just as bad. What would you call the color on that meat? Ash?
Need a hand? Leave it to me.
This does not look good. Why would someone do this to Giocolo's work? I thought Animansus was safe here in the Deadfire, even in a place this vile. Someone must have heard or seen something. We should ask the owner if they know what happened. Lead the way, Watcher.
Need something? Can't say I know a Giocolo, fresh face, but if you're meaning that guy with all the fancy and a schmancy equipment, a bunch of pirates burst in here and dragged him right out. Now, the hole's no high society tea house, but that's still some of the weirdest shit I ever seen go down here. See, the pirates, every one of them was godlike. No doubt they hauled him through the Narrows. Heard him hollering the whole way. Poor guy.
Consider it done.
What is it? What did you see? Madiko. Giocolo abducted by godlike pirates. But why? He has always done his best to help my kind. Watcher, I have asked much of you already. But if you can find time to go to Dunwich to find this Captain Tutzottle, it would mean a great deal to me. It did not sound as though he was in imminent danger, but I fear what they will do to him. Not in the Republics. I can't think of why godlike, of all kith, would have any reason to take him. Something strange is going on here. Perhaps it has something to do with his research. I am sure we will find out when we find Captain Tutzottle.
Death to our enemies!
Hey, that wasn't that bad.
Take this! That's it! Yeah!
can. How do you like that? Death to our
This thing isn't doing the job.
Shut her.
Darkness.
You're mine! This fight is...
Can't make a dent.
Better run!
I don't think I can pull that off.
That can't be who I think it is.